I don't know if I'm going to be recording this part because it's literally just going to be grinding. We're probably going to cut to like in-game audio if we need to. But yeah, today we're doing a little bit of a special stream because last time I played Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke, several of our Pokemon died, so we had to pick up the reserves, and they're all pretty like low level. So I figured we could actually go back and train all of them to level 30. Well, in a Nuzlocke, Pokemon die, so every time they faint in a Nuzlocke, we have to put them in the heaven box. I mean, I didn't kill them. Technically, our in-game daddy killed our Pokemon. Let's have that conversation. Let's have that conversation. Daddy issues, 100%. My dad killed all my Pokemon. No, not clickbait. Well, not all my Pokemon. Thankfully, it wasn't all my Pokemon. It was still enough Pokemon to make me suffer, but that's another story for another day. I'm thinking, I think this is gonna be a pretty okay team for now, but we do have a couple moments in the game where we're gonna be able to catch new Pokemon because we have Surf now. So there's a couple areas where we haven't caught Pokemon that we fully can now. So there's that. But yeah, yesterday was fun. We went out and about to Miss Primark. It's been a minute. The only thing that I have to show for it right now is this water bottle that I got, which is gonna be lovely for me to have on my desk. I noticed literally yesterday I was drinking so much more water than I have recently. So that's already an improvement. I'm basically gonna be wearing the stuff that I got slowly but surely on stream. It's a lot of basics because I just got excited that there was stuff that fit me and stuff that I was actually like looking forward to wearing. But it was a lot of basics. A part of me kind of regrets not really, picking maybe like a handful of basics and then maybe like other stuff. But unfortunately, there was also a problem of like there wasn't a lot of stuff on with my size, because I wear like, depending on what it is, it could be either a medium or a large. Depending on the fit of the thing, of the item. And a lot of it was like, it was either stuff that was too small or stuff that was too big. Unfortunately, the kind of like middle to high sizes were a little low on stock. But one of the things that I'm pretty excited about is this. I found this really cute. Oh my god, what is it called? Scooby-Doo shirt. I also saw a Powerpuff Girls shirt that I was gonna pick up, but then I got like weirdly shy about it. It's one of those things where like there's still like a lot of that internalized shame that I'm still, obviously, that there are moments where you just I don't know, you just get intimidated by the situation and you just don't go forth with it, you know what I mean? Um like I've literally been to Primark before to buy makeup, and it was like an adrenaline rush. I felt like, people were judging or whatever. Um but there's other situations where sometimes you just get shy about it, and you're just like, oh, I don't know, and you just don't do it. That's kind of how I felt in that particular moment. You may be wondering why I'm going all of this. Oh shit, I don't have Rock Smash. Okay, let me fix that. Yeah, I'm going this way because I want to go through areas that I've already been to before. I think I'm going to get rid of Metronome. I think Metronome can be very dangerous in this game. So I think just out of precaution, I'm going to do that. But yeah, I've been trying to think of like interesting ways. Oh my god, this song is totally giving me the throwback feels. It's interesting because 2004, where were you in 2004? Well, early 2004, I was in 4th grade. And then late 2004, I was obviously going into 5th grade. So it was, early 5th grade was definitely overwhelming for me. Because it was going from like a very small school where like everyone kind of thing into like a much bigger school, and you don't know, like you know your friends that are going with you, but it's like your class doubles. Like we were like, maybe there was like 12 of us or something, and then we went and we were like, there was like 20 something of us all of a sudden. So there was like, a whole group of people that was gonna share my classroom for like a whole year. The music, I think, is a bit loud right now. But you know what I mean? It was definitely one of those things that was like a little overwhelming. And then there was like a lot of people that were like older as well. So like for us over here, it's like you have elementary, which is like from 1st to 4th grade, and then you go to what you would call like middle school. We just call it basic, I guess. And that would be like from 5th to 9th grade. I know that after I left the school that I went to for middle school, they turned it into like a middle plus high school. So now they have people from like 5th grade to like 12th grade over there, which is very, like, I would be so intimidated. I mean, it would have been the same feeling, I guess, that I had, because back in the day there was like I think they made it so there was like almost like an age limit kind of thing. So like whenever people turned 18, and if they were still in middle school for whatever reason, they would either be they would I guess be forced to stay in school or something like that, or they had to go through like a different program or a different school kind of system. I don't know. But I remember it was like kind of a sudden thing where like all of a sudden a lot of those people that I thought were like older and like kind of scary in my eyes, they were kind of like they were either gone, or they were like, there were way less of them all of a sudden. Even though like throughout the years of middle school, the way that our school did it, we did end up having like one, I feel like per I feel like maybe through like a couple years, we always had someone that was like way older than us for some reason. But they would only be there for like maybe a year or so. So it was interesting how that worked. Oh, that was a horrible idea. Why did I do that? Oh, why did I do that? I was completely distracted. But yeah, our middle school was way bigger in comparison, so it was very overwhelming, I remember. Um, oh my god, kindergarten to 8th grade. That's scary. I would be terrified. That is, I would be terrified. I think it's also worth noting that it was a public school situation. So, you know, I think it was a little worse in the beginning because I feel like there were people there that would like fully steal from other kids, and they would like, I feel like the bullying was like way worse or way scarier in the beginning, and then I think things were like ended up being a little less scary as the years kind of went by. But teen years, ugh, awful, rotten. Fourth grade, I don't know if what this says about me, but the last year of whatever school kind of like era that I would be in was always kind of one of the best for me, because I remember, I don't know if it was that thing of like, oh my god, it's the last year, so like, you know, I felt more free to be myself in a way, or if it was the fact that was like, at that point you already know these people for, depending on the era, like at least 3 years, right? So I don't know if there was also that aspect to it. This song came out of nowhere. My Immortal wasn't my jam. I didn't. I remember I not minding the other one, Wake Me Up Inside. But this one, I remember. It's not like I hated it, but I don't remember being like, oh my god, this is the one. This is the moment, Since we already caught a Pokemon here at Fiery Path, I feel like this would be a good opportunity for us to explore this area. So yeah. The song reminds me of the Sims 2 MVs. That's funny. That's really funny. Yeah. I don't know if in the year of 2004 I was already aware of Pokemon Emerald. I feel like I was always, like, nowadays looking back at like what games came out when, I feel like I was always so behind on them. And then again, it could be one of those things that it could be one of those things where like you maybe some of them did come out later in Europe, but there was always that aspect of like I always felt like I was behind, also because we were literally behind with the consoles. Like, we had a PS1. Like, now as an adult, I know when PS2 came out, and I'm like, oh, we had a PS1 like way into the early days of PS2, you know what I mean? And so on and so forth. Like, with the PS2, we had it until like, there were like the games coming out for both PS2 and PS3. And and we kept ours for a while, and even when my brother got a PS3, because he wouldn't buy a lot of games for it, I ended up playing a lot of PS2 games. Oh my god. I'm like 100% sure that we had this song in like one of those, like, it was either one of those CDs that was like now hits or whatever, or it was like a CD that my brother burned at the time. Remember when you would burn CDs? Remember when you would have like your little Windows media player playlists that you would turn into, that you got on LimeWire, and then you would turn them into like a little CD. That was always the moment. Poisons the foe. This could be interesting. Yeah, this one is an 85 accuracy. I don't know about that. Your best friend growing up would always create CD mixes for her birth. Oh, that's cute. That's really cute, actually. I love that. I'm not gonna do this. I should probably sell these TMs that I don't use. That's really cute. Oh my god, you're reminding me of the little, like, we would do that in elementary school whenever, because it was such a small school, whenever it was someone's birthday, like, people's parents would take the initiative to like get us like little baggies with like gummies in it, or they would bring cake to school and everyone would like eat cake. I remember like whenever it was like someone's birthday, people would do that. And I remember when it was my birthday, after people kind of took that initiative, being like, oh my god, we have to go and we have to get this and that and all that stuff. It was nice. And every time there was like a school thing, because I don't know if they do that in other places, but over here in our school specifically, and even for like some church events or whatever, whenever there was like a school thing where it was like, bring whatever, like some people would bring drinks, some people would bring like salty snacks, some people would bring like little little whatevers, right? I would always be the one that had the reputation, like Mama Ruby would always bake a cake, so I would always like my teacher and like even like my church teacher at the time would all, like, everyone would always be like, and other parents even would be like, ooh, what cake is Mama Ruby gonna bring, kind of thing. I remember like she had kind of like that reputation of like she always would make like a cake and she would always bring it. Yeah. It was the moment. I didn't like forget about it, but it's interesting to, I kind of just remember that out of nowhere as we're kind of just chit-chatting about the 2000s. Y'all, Sugar Baby has the worst fucking moves. Sugar Baby has the worst move set. This is not good. A mystical force prevents all status problem. Oh, that's actually kind of cute. Oh, I hate charm. Let's get rid of that. Hey, Andara. Today we're doing a little bit of a 2004 time capsule stream. I didn't like go all out and do like, I don't know, a 2004 aesthetic or whatever, but I wanted to do a little time capsule because I remember that this game came out. I looked it up actually. That this game came out in 2004, and I was like, oh, it would be kind of cute. Instead of me doing one specific album, I could just like put on like a 2004 playlist, and I would just like enjoy that, and we would kind of reminisce. Oh my god, y'all! I will have you know that this song was taken from the song on this playlist is from the Ultimate R&B 2007 CD. I love that they have some of those on like streaming services. It's so fun. Ooh, Destiny Bond. I don't want to lose Sugar Baby, but it's an interesting move. Whenever, you know, we can sacrifice Sugar Baby if we need to, I guess, by doing Destiny Bond. Not that I want to do that. Sugar Baby is evolving. No wonder it learned so many moves. Where were you in 2004, Andara? What were you up to? What were you doing? I remember it must have been, I don't think it was 2004, but maybe it was like around 2006, maybe 2007. I remember we're talking about like the burning CD. I love Wobba Fett, by the way. We're talking about like the phenomenon of like burning CDs. And I remember very vividly, oh, it was kind of like drama too. I remember my aunt got married in like 2005 or 6 or something, and she came over, and she like her and my brother, and you know, well, wait, hold on, my brother, my aunt, and her husband, my uncle, she they burned like 4 CDs. Like they spent like what felt like maybe potentially like an entire afternoon like crafting this like playlist, and like they burned like 4 CDs. I probably not, but that's what I remember. And they literally like, I think they maybe play like a couple songs from the first CD, and then like I think my uncle's side of the family had someone who also burned CDs or something, so they played his, and it was kind of like drama. I remember vaguely. It wasn't like drama like people, you know, it was kind of like, you know, the gossip like behind everyone's back, like, ooh, not everyone, but you know, my brother, basically my parents, I guess that was kind of like a little thing. But yeah, I just remember that randomly. Oh, Fergie Bless. Are we having a Fergie Bless moment here? That's usually reserved for passion streams. I feel like the music is a bit low on my end. Or maybe it's just this particular song. Oh, this one. I was really into the Black Eyed Peas actually back in the day. Ooh, a Firestone. I actually have a fun fact about this song. Well, it's not a fun fact, but it's a story, I guess. So this is actually not the song's original version. The original version of this song, instead of saying let's get it started, it said let's get our word. And in order for the song to play on radio, they created this version, which ended up replacing the original version. And will.i.am got not upset, but he got kind of like bitter about having to do that. So he actually wrote Beep by the Pussycat Dolls it's a song that has like a play on words, and they use the sensor sound, like the sensor like beep, as like a beat and like a whole thing. And it was almost like his commentary on like censorship, because at the time I guess he felt censored, that he had to change this song in order to for it to play on radio. Which obviously, thankfully the song now has this version, which has kind of become the standard for this version, for the song, thankfully. um that's an unfortunate thing about some 2000s like media, like music and movies. It's just how comfortable they were with like just casually dropping slurs in songs, like, like the R word specifically was very popular for some reason in the 2000s, and it's not cute. It's not cute. It's never been cute. Because even then, the song had to be censored for radio because of that word. So clearly, it's not that, as a society, you can't say anything anymore. It's just that even then, some things were already considered wrong, but people kind of let people get away with them. You know what I mean? Also, you were in uni in 2004. Oh my God. I'm sorry if I'm making you feel old by being like, oh my God, I was like in elementary school. I'm just like, oh my God. Oh my God. BRB in a bit. Oh no. Okay, that's okay. Yeah, I hope everything's okay, P Diddle. Definitely take some time if you need. Definitely step away and yeah, definitely do what you got to do. I've been kind of thinking of ways to make the Pokemon streams and like other RPG games a little bit more interesting, because I genuinely love JRPGs, but whenever you play them, there's really so much that you can do commentary wise to be like, oh my God, like, oh, I'm gonna be using cut again. Like, there's only so much that you can really do um in general, right? So I figured I would introduce like some interesting, or I'm trying to come up with like creative ways to add a little bit of like, not entertainment, if you will, but like a little bit more creative takes on this kind of stuff, rather than just like, running out of things to say or whatever. I've been also thinking of having moments where I could potentially um like maybe have something that like generates random questions or like random words, and we talk about random topics like that. I don't know, like I thought about little things like that to kind of spice up the gameplay or the commentary even for some of those streams. But I like this idea for like grinding sessions or anything like that, where we just like take a little album, or we have a little moment like that where we just kind of sit with an album or something like that, and we just kind of, or a playlist, and we just enjoy it for what it is. I thought it could be interesting for other games as well. Like, if we're playing a game from like 2007, maybe we play a playlist from that year, or just like little things like that. I think it could be potentially cute to play around with that. But also let me know what kind of stuff you resonate with for sure. If you enjoy these types of streams, definitely let me know. If you think there would be something else that you would be excited to get into, I would also love to hear that, Oh, bitch. Miss Toxiana. I remember a friend of mine, this was maybe 2005, maybe 2006. In the afternoons, there were like three of us that would go to this friend's house in the afternoon because both her parents were working or something like that. So we basically could just like watch Disney Channel all afternoon, or we could just like do whatever we wanted and just like be teens for, be unattended teens for an afternoon. So I remember she had like a Britney Spears collection DVD. I think it was the My Prerogative. It must have been the My Prerogative like collection thing that Britney released that had like all of the music videos at the time. And I remember we would watch the Toxic video and be like, wow, she was actually naked, and like we were like, ooh, scandalous. Like watching the Toxic music video was like our like a scandalous thing that we would watch. That it's funny now that I'm thinking about it from the perspective of like that time frame when it came out. It was definitely like, ooh. And she got blasted here because she came to Rock in Rio here. I think we still have a Portuguese version of Rock in Rio, and she came and she lip synced because that's what she did. And I remember over here, it was like everyone was like, "Oh, she lip synced at Rock in Rio. She's not like wow." Like all like I remember the vague negative like commentary that would go on at the time. Oh, there's an item here. I never noticed that. I don't know why I came here, by the way. I think it was that I came through Fiery Path, but this is not where I wanted to go to grind. This is not where I wanted to go. Because maybe for Sugar Baby it's fine, but for the others it's not that much XP, so we definitely don't want that. Doom 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 doom. With a taste of a poison paradise. Don't you know that you're toxic? I mean, there is definitely a reason why this song is so popular. It really is the moment. Like, she really did that. She really let everyone have it with this one. The girlies were quaking when this came out. Oh, bitch. Oh, this was my jam. Now, this is what I'm talking about. I feel like I had like 3 different CDs that I burned that had this as like an opening song. Now, this is the 2004 that I remember, okay? Oh, bitch. I'm feeling sexy. I wanna hear you say my name. Oh, I love this one, girls. Should I have been listening to this song in in 2004? Probably not. But oh my god, I love this one. lately. No, it's gotten into me. Tonight, I'll be a naughty girl, calling all my girls. Tonight, I'll be a naughty girl, calling all my girls. Oh my god. I loved it. Yeah, I feel like at the time, I was probably more into Beyonce than I was into Britney. Because I remember I loved Destiny's Child. I remember I loved, obviously, Beyonce as well. I loved Christina Aguilera as well. I wonder if we're gonna get something. I didn't look at the playlist, by the way. I just put it on and I was like, surprise me, you know? I wanted to be surprised by the picks. So I'm very curious to see or to hear what's gonna pop up. But this one was definitely a staple on my Windows Media Player in 2004, 100%, and for several years to come. Still to this day, Abapiana. Do I not have this on my? Oh, I surely have this on my library. Okay, I was like, do I not have this? Of course I do. I don't remember the video for this. I remember the song. I definitely remember the song, but I don't remember the video at the time. Tonight, I'll be a naughty girl, calling all my girls. Tonight, I'll be a naughty girl. Iconic. Beyonce being iconic, who would have thought? It's almost like she always was iconic. This is where I spent a lot of time grinding, by the way. This is where I got everyone to level 30. My team at the time. Oh, no. Why did I think it was a Machop? Why did I do that? I think what it was is I wanted my Machop, and then I forgot, and then I thought they had a Machop. Hello? Girl, the experience share is going to be awful. Everyone's going to get 2 experience for this. Maybe this was an awful idea. That would have 100% killed Machop. That would have just been fun, huh? If everyone just fucking died. That would have been fun. Some of these songs I definitely vaguely remember them existing, but I, possibly from like them just playing on the radio or like commercials or, just in general on like MTV or whatever, but I didn't necessarily claim them as like my pussy popping moments, Yeah, this is definitely gonna take a minute. So I'm thinking and I'm thinking it's gonna take a minute because I don't know. It's gonna take a while. I just feel it, especially with the Pokemon that are in this area. So a part of me is kind of thinking we could just like slowly but surely move to our next, like, we could just slowly after, maybe after this break we can kind of have a thing where we kind of hone in back on the game rather than the music. And we have a little moment where we could potentially like catch Pokemon in some areas that we haven't before, to see like which ones I get. Some of them will be water types, but that's also fine because I also need the reserves. And you know, some of them could potentially be good alternatives to flop. So, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Maybe like we stick with this for a little bit while we do our BRB, and then obviously over the next BRBs we could always have this playlist playing. But that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. I don't have any good I don't have any good moves on Sugar Baby. I don't remember the song at all. Maybe the chorus will ring a bell. What were some of y'all's 2000s faves? If you had to pick like maybe like a handful of like artists at the time that kind of were always staples in your burned CDs. I feel like at the time I was definitely a bigger fan of like Black Eyed Peas. So I feel like I always had a song of theirs, like whether it was Pump It or I forget all of their song names, but I remember Black Eyed Peas I feel like were always somewhere. Then obviously Beyonce, Britney, Christina. And then I guess like whatever other songs were popular, I would just like have them. Probably like J-Lo. I feel like I would definitely have some J-Lo, right? My dad was a big fan of J-Lo as well. I think he had a couple of her DVDs. I remember he was especially a big fan of the Selena movie she did. I remember they had a VHS of it, I think. I think it was a VHS at the time. Yeah, I don't know if I remember this one particularly. This specific song. My brother did listen to a lot of like different music than me. I feel like I was always like pop R&B, and my brother was like rock, rap, like metal. Like he would always have like the polar opposite of my of my music taste. So I was always kind of exposed to a lot of different music. I remember he would listen to a lot of like 50 Cent. Well, specifically Candy Shop. I remember that was a thing. And I think I probably even had that on my, because you know I didn't know what he was talking about when he was talking about the Candy Shop. Actually, I haven't paid attention to the lyrics of that song because I feel like At the time, I probably knew it was like, oh, it's supposed to be naughty, but I don't know what exactly. And then like as I grew up, I was like, oh, it's about like the candy shop. It's about like uh you know, sex. But then like later on I'm like, wait, is the candy supposed to be like drugs? Like is that what we were talking about? Like so now I'm kind of like, wait. I haven't listened to that song in a long time. So I wouldn't know off the top of my head. I feel like I want Sugar Baby to get to at least like level 20. So it's kind of like caught on to like at least the lower spectrum of my Pokemon. Maybe even 25. Just so it's like around the level frame that the random encounters are going to be like. But we'll see. We'll see. What I do a lot of times is sometimes I don't have like a particular level requirement whenever I grind in any particular time I feel like grinding. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be listening to this like hour-long podcast episode, and then whatever grinding I get done, great. And then after the episode, I'm like, okay, I think I can do a little bit more. So I end up, either I listen to an album or I put on the news. I've been watching slash listening to like the midnight news that they do in some channels where it's just like an hour long, basically like an hour long recap, if you will. As much of a recap as you can get within an hour, right? But it's basically the vibe. The vibe is that, oh, Spoink, remember our Spoink? How sad. What was our, Pig Bottom, I think was the name of ours. Yeah. I think that's what it was. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Huh? Let's not kill Pokemon while grinding, huh? How about we don't do that? Who would have thought? Honestly, the water Pokemon are kind of carrying. First we had Wop, and now we have Flop kind of carrying the torch. I feel like the water Pokemon are the it girls for this playthrough. This VOD is going to be interesting because it's going to be muted. You're just going to have my audio. So I guess if you're... I should have had this disclaimer. But if you're gonna watch this particular section of my VOD, you just put on your own music, or put on the Apple Music 2004 pop playlist. I like to save every once in a while when I'm grinding. Miss Alicia Keys. Wow. Oh, let me drink some water. Who? Welcome back, P Diddle. Yeah, enjoy your mostly lurk. I hope you're okay. I hope everything's good. She's shaking the tables. Ooh. Okay, that was not nice. Here I thought that Big Chomper would be safe against Nummel. I'm glad to hear that, P Diddle. But take it easy for sure. I know that you just said that you got some news. So definitely take it chill, take it slow. Do what you gotta do. Treat yourself, get yourself comfortable. I'm not going anywhere. I'm stuck grinding here. Now I'm scared. I'm like back to my old strategy of like just bringing the strongest ones to just like deal with this, because I'm afraid of what's gonna happen to the weaker ones. What are other like things? What would be like a normal day for me in 2004? 2004 for elementary school, it would have been like I would by 2004 I probably would walk home from elementary school because it was really nearby. It was really close by, so I would do that. Um I think no, I'm kind of questioning. I'm pretty no. Actually, that's not true. In the I think by 2004 we used to go. I don't know what you would call this. It's kind of like it's basically an after school thing that they had at the school where we would just stay there with these like supervisors, and they would kind of like help us with homework, and or they would just keep us like busy with like we I remember we had like tabletop games we could play. We had like we could color books. We could and then we would have like breaks the same way that they had them in like regular classes. We just had them, I think, at different times so that, all of the kids at the school wouldn't be out at the same time. But yeah, 2004 was definitely that. I would basically spend my whole day at school because then Mama Rui would pick me up whenever she got home from work. So she would pick me up around like maybe 4 or 5, something like that. So yeah, that was my 2004, and I did really enjoy it. I remember at the time I had a Garfield backpack as well, and I was always so lazy to like I could do my homework like that, but getting started with it was always like such a thing, which surprise surprise, ADHD potentially. But I really did like spending time with my friends, and just like we would play tabletop games together and all that stuff. So it was neat. 2004 was kind of a neat year. I liked it. 2004 was nice. Okay, I'm gonna take a little Go Piss Girl break. So y'all enjoy the 2004 tunes. And then when I come back, I think we're gonna catch some Pokemon that from areas that we've already been to before, but we haven't caught anything in them before. So I think we're gonna do that after this short break. So I'll see you then. Welcome back. So like I said, I think we're gonna... How close are we to level 18? Okay, I think we're gonna get our sugar baby to level 18. Just to finish this grinding session, I guess, in a way. And then we're gonna go to the couple areas that we couldn't catch any Pokemon, or just didn't. For whatever reason, maybe. So we're gonna do that. So there was an area. There was actually a couple areas. So we could, and I think both of them are gonna be water type. So, you know, it's not the most ideal, but we'll see. Because now we can surf. You see. So we should be able to. We should be able to catch something. we shall see. Something new, something different. And you know, I think this game is gonna require us to be in the water quite a bit, and with diving and all that stuff. So it's probably for the best. It's probably a good idea for us to have options. Just so that, you know, if anything is to happen to any of our Pokemon, we can kind of have a backup plan. And we don't get stuck, because that's the thing about this playthrough and a lot of Pokemon playthroughs is that let me maybe... Oh, this one is also most likely part of my playlist, I guess, at the time. Yeah. I was kind of thinking whether we go back to the game music or not, but maybe for the time being we don't. Okay, the first thing that I do want to check is if the sand tower spawns here. Oh wait, no, but we need the other bike for it. Oh, we also haven't been to the bike lane. So I think that could also make for some grinding, because we haven't done that. We haven't done this either. This like battle tower, Trainer Hill. And I don't know if we will, because that scares me. I don't remember it very well, so it scares me. I think this is where we need to go. Oh, who are you? Oh, Gay, you look like you have a lot of zip. That's a good thing. Fine, I've decided. I need a favor, Gay. Mauville City has an underground sector called New Mauville. I'd like you to go there and switch off the generator. The generator has been running a bit haywire. It's getting unsafe. Here, this is the key to get into the New Mauville. The basement key? What? Don't worry about it. It won't be a challenge to you. The entrance to New Mauville is just a short surf away from Route 110. That's it then. You have my trust. Oh, so is it this way? No. Route 110. Which one is that? Is that the one... Which one is 110? .110 is below here. Is it... I'm so confused. Okay, this is 110. Oh, is this through here? Oh. I did catch a Pokemon in Route 110, right? I'm pretty sure. I don't remember which. Or maybe if we didn't, it's because I missed out on it somehow. Like I couldn't do it. Like I killed them or whatever. Okay, but I do want to go somewhere first. Yeah, I want to go through the cycling road because that should give us a little bit of experience because we haven't fought any of these trainers. And then I need to go all the way down to the city that's underneath all of this, southern of all of this, because then there's a Pokemon that we could catch there. So that should be juicy. Why did this sound like a Hannah Montana? Not me thinking this was the Hannah Montana theme song. For a second, I thought it was a Hannah Montana song. I was like, wait, what? Not Sonic Boom. Hate that. Please don't hit yourself. It hit itself. Okay, great. Here's the thing. Oh, I guess discrete top will be fine. There you go. Oh, come on, Big Chomper. Not Miss Abigail having me shaking over here already. Damn. Something I feel like I would want to do in a future Nuzlocke would be to keep track of the routes that I caught Pokemon in, or the ones that I already had an opportunity in. Just in case something like this happens where I'm like, I don't remember. I love that in 2004 they were talking about music still being on the MTV when it fully still was. Little did they know MTV would become fucking what is it? It's not Shameless. I guess they've been a little bit better about it. Ridiculousness, I think. But definitely, I feel like 2004, definitely there was still music on MTV, okay? I'm pretty sure. I'm like pretty sure. Those MTV shows, though. I ate all of them up. There was also so many, like, not really documentary, but I guess nowadays you would consider it like vlog style. Oh, bitch. They had us dancing to this in elementary school in literally 2004. So inappropriate. Literally so inappropriate. Oh, but this is a jam. You got me going. Turn me on, turn me on. Wasn't there like a modern song? Modern, God, I just aged myself. Isn't there like wasn't there a recent-ish song that like sampled this? I have that feeling somehow. But this was the moment. Yeah. It was also very, I'm pretty sure this was a song that they had us wearing what would be Hawaiian inspired attires. And I remember the choreo for this was that we did the limbo. We did we played the limbo, and then we had like pair dances where we were like shimmying back and forth. I do remember that. God, 2004 was a wild year. Oh my God. I did live for it though. It was like my first time being like on stage, and I lived for it cuz like we did like plays before, but I remember hating them because I was always terrified of like forgetting my lines and all that stuff. But this was like the first time I kind of like performed on stage, and it was so lovely. I loved it. I don't know if it would have helped if I tried to convince my parents to get me into dancing, but nowadays I'm kind of like, I kind of wish I did ask, you know? But alas. That's what you get. Honestly, these triathletes are kind of iconic. They're doing a triathlon, not triathlon. Triathlon. Okay, I get it. This is from Rydell. I get it. I get it. I get it. I understood. But they're doing a triathlon. Triathlon. God, I'm such a non-sports person. And they're battling Pokemon trainers. Like, they're doing it all. I'm surprised I didn't do this. I feel like I wanted to save this for stream for some reason. So I ended up not doing this on my own for some reason. I do a lot of that where like there are specific things that I have a very specific idea that like, no, this is going to be saved for stream, and that won't. So, you know. I never got into Maroon 5. Like, it's one of those things where like, actually that's a lie. I did like moves like Jagger. I remember that kind of era, like after that, I feel like because of Christina Aguilera, I got into Maroon 5 because she was on Moves Like Jagger. And then I feel like I got into that era with like Payphone and all that. But then I kind of dropped out. I don't remember why. But after that era, I kind of dropped out of enjoying Maroon 5, I guess. I was always into the girlies. That was my thing. I was always into the girlies. I was never into like bands and stuff. I remember I feel like I had to do some sort of work, not work, but like school work type of thing that was related with music, and I remember I feel like it was one of those things where they have you kind of surveying your class on different like topics, and I think my group, it was like a group project, I think. And we had to like, and I think ours was like music. I think we chose the topic of music. So we had everyone. I think that was one of the first times I was like, oh, everyone's tastes are very different. I feel like everyone was trying to, not everyone, but I feel like everyone had like cool tastes for music. And I remember I would sneak in like artists that I liked into the survey that I would answer the survey myself. 'Cause I think it's one of those things where like I think it was one of those typical work. This might have been high school, actually. This might have been something else. I don't remember. But it was one of those assignments where they were like, oh, survey your friends and survey your parents and survey like everyone, like as many people as you can. And I would fully just like take a handful, like several of those, and be like, I'm answering them myself. Like I'm just, I'm changing the answers here and there. I'm obviously not making every answer the same, so it's like obvious. But I'll be like, girl, I'm not gonna go around asking every single person that I know to do a survey. Also because I don't have that many friends. So after I get all of my classmates to answer it, I'm out of people to survey, you see. Where the hell is this like new Mauville that they were talking about? Okay, anyway, we do have a Pokemon that we can catch here at Slayport. Sorry, I had to. At Slayport. Well, I don't know if we could technically do Slateport, but I know we can do that route before. Because if we somehow can surf and it's still considered Slateport. Oh my god, we can. Oh my god, we totally can. Okay, so we can kind of cheese the system a little bit. Okay. Should I switch to the game music? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe we should. Maybe because we're doing a thing that I guess could be important. I guess we could do that. Okay, well, let's catch a Pokemon in Slayport. It has to be one that we don't have yet. Ooh, oh, level 26, bitch. Level 26 Wingull. Okay. That's very high level, by the way. For what we got. I think Flop will be fine. We're gonna get a Wingull, y'all. We missed out on it early on, so that's fun. We're gonna get one now. From Slayport. Let me do tackle. Okay. That was good enough. That was good enough. I don't want to risk it with another one because we might kill it. So let's just try that. Slay! We got a Wingull. Seagull Pokemon. It makes its nest on a sheer cliff at the edge of the sea. It has trouble keeping its wings flapping in flight. Instead, it soars on updrafts. Let's give it a nickname. Oh my god, what should we name it? Let's name it... Let's name it... Okay, here we go. I was gonna do something related to that. I was gonna do like maybe Glug Glug. Would you say Glug or Gluck? Gluck Gluck? That sounds... Would you say Glug or Gluck? Is it Gluck or Glug? Gluck. Okay. Should we just call it Gluck Gluck or just Gluck? Gulk, 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 gulk. That's the official way of saying the name. Gulk, 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 gulk. Gulk, 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 gulk. That's the one. Okay, we have a new friend. I want what she's having. No, leave me alone. Okay, so technically we got one here. And then we can get another one here. Route 109. So let's do that. Oh, not that. Not me jumping out. It's gonna be another water type, but that's fine. Okay, this is technically a duplicate, right? Because it's the evolution of Gluck Gluck. So technically this does count as a duplicate, right? I'm just gonna say yeah. I'm just gonna take that as and just say yeah. This is great for inadvertently like grinding. You know what I mean? No. Not the self-protection. Absolutely not. Well, I guess I could have done Dragon's Rage again. Flop is confused. Oh no, Flop is confused. A part of me almost wants to give everyone berries that makes it so that they don't get confused. Do you know what I mean? Because confusion is so annoying. Okay, let's try again. A Wingull, okay. Not exactly what I'm looking for here. Wingull, go, go, go. No. Well. I feel like Flop is one of our most like tame names that we got. I feel like everyone has like cursed names, and Flop is just like, it's just Flop. Pretty tame in comparison. Okay, we need to heal. We need to heal. Give it to me, I'm worth it. I don't know why. I don't know where that came from. The game music is nice, I will say. It's good to have that that option. Okay, give me a different Pokemon. Give it to me. Can we literally only get Wingulls and Pelipers in here? Is that like literally our only options? Oh my god, immediately trying to confuse me. Rude. Literally so rude. What are y'all's plans for this week? Do you have a particular plan or goal or goals this week that that you wanna do or that you wanna accomplish? I haven't really thought of one for myself, to be honest. I wanna... Okay, one thing is I wanna start a new show. Because I literally just finished White Lotus. Both seasons. Oh, a Tentacool! Okay. Okay, Miss Tentacool. That's gonna be a nice reserve. Let me try Flop. Maybe a tackle moment. Oh, work! You're gonna start a new show as well. Yeah, I don't know what that will be, but I do want to start a new show because I just finished. Well, god damn it. Well, no Pokemon for us. Do I need to heal? Not really. I guess I can fight some of these trainers around here. You've been watching Grace and Frankie, but you need something new? That's fair. Should we go back to our music for a little bit? Or are we good with the game music now? Yeah, I guess since we're gonna be stuck doing the trainer battles, let's put on the music. No, let's do that. Let's put on some music. Yeah. Ooh, okay. I don't like that at all. That was very rude. I forgot how dangerous Meryl's can be. My God. I mean, if y'all have any show recommendations, I'm down. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, my thoughts on White Lotus season 2. I definitely still believe that it's significantly better than season 1. I found myself laughing. I think it's supposed to be like comedy, but also kind of like gritty. They definitely nailed the comedy a little bit better this season, the second season. There was also definitely a lot more sexy content. We can say that. Lovely gal, lovely. And I do think that they did a really good job. They did a good job at the end of the season to kind of, I feel like throughout they kind of kept the like, you know, scary, mysterious vibes, like a little like creepy vibes. You're always like, okay, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? What's going on? So there was always a little bit of that throughout the whole season. But like specifically the last like couple episodes, you're like, oh, okay, this is taking a turn. This is definitely taking a turn. So that was definitely how I saw it. But I would recommend it. And I mean, Miss Jennifer Coolidge is in both seasons, and she is so iconic. She's so good in both seasons. She's the highlight, but season 2 has more, like, I mean, Aubrey Plaza is in season 2. I mean, icon alert. Honestly, most girls, if not all the girlies, are very iconic in that show. So super, super recommend. Arrested Development, never seen it. I've never seen it. I've never seen a lot of those, like, a lot of the comedies from that era, like The Office, Arrested Development, Parks and Rec. Like, I haven't seen, like, any of it. Maybe I should. Maybe I should pick one of them up and give them a little try. I'll see what they have on HBO Max, because I have a free I have a free sub through my parents' TV provider. Arrested Development is the best out of all that I named. Okay, work. I'll probably give it a try. Is Arrested Development the one with Aubrey Plaza in it? Because that could be a nice transition for me to get from one to the other. To still have her on my screen. Queen. Oh, Parks and Rec. Okay. Okay. Which one is Arrested Development? Is that the one? No, wait. I think I'm thinking of The Office. Which one is Arrested Development? It's probably just best for me to just straight up ask. What the hell? Why is this Tentacool like level 27? Like, the one that I tried to catch was like level 16, and I killed it with a fucking tackle. And then there's one like it's like level 27. That's like higher level than most of my Pokemon. What the hell? Arrested Development has Lisa. Liza Minnelli? I was like, wait, Lisa? I've never heard this song before in my life. To be fair, some of when it comes to some of these playlists on streaming services, some of them are like American, maybe a little bit more American based. Oh, is it? Oh, I've seen Shrek too, but I don't know if oh, it's the opening sequence. Okay, I get it. I understand. Oh wait, Shrek 2 was 2004, right? Or around that time. Because I think we watched it. Yeah, I think I watched it in elementary school. At, like that thing that we did after school where we had people. I think it was like one of the summers. So either like, yeah, it was around 2003, 2004. Must have been. That's wild. I feel like my timeline is so warped. My timeline of events is so warped. Because in my head, in elementary school, I didn't have a PS2, but I probably did. Because it was around the time PS2 was a thing. It was like early 2000s. And our first DVD was the first Shrek movie. I mean, it was probably in the clearance section, so you know. But I don't think I had watched Shrek 2 at the time, so it must have. But we didn't have a PS2. No, we only got a PS2 after the DVD, because yeah, that was our first DVD player, and then that one I think broke, and then or wasn't working great or something like that. So my parents let my brother trade that with his friend's PS2 because he said he didn't use it. I think, girl, the timeline is a blur. Yeah, I watched the Shrek movie. I rewatched it not that long ago. Like maybe within the last few years. I'm so confused by this song. This song is messing my brain up. Why does it sound like Yeah by Usher? I'm so confused. Did they just use the same beat? Like, what's going on? I am so confused. We could probably catch another Pokemon, because there's a route between the town before this and this town. So we could probably catch another Pokemon in one of the like middle ground places, because we technically didn't catch a Pokemon Yeah, so we probably have a few water types that we could try to catch. Because yeah, there's also another area that we didn't catch Pokemon in, I'm pretty sure. So we'll probably be able to do that. And then like that new Mauville area, we probably will be able to catch something in there. So we have a few options, I think, for new Pokemon joining our team. Carvana. Didn't get one of these. Yes, I need a dancing emote. I was thinking of doing one from like from Space Channel 5, but the ones online are so crunchy. Hate that. I might have to like record footage myself from that game and try to take a moment that's like loopable or something like that. Because I think that would be really fun. I think that would be really fun, actually. I feel like we need to go heal. I also want to buy the lemonades or whatever they sell here. Because I want to see how good they are in comparison to like a super potion or whatever. Oh, Linkin Park. I did witness some Linkin Park in my life. My brother did enjoy their music. Oh, do I not have any super potions? You were a little scene kid. Aww. My brother definitely had a. I think he had a couple of their CDs. I think. Let me try. Oh, my bag is full. I didn't realize the bag could get full. Um. I did not realize that was a thing. Um. Oh, I'll give this to Big Chomper. Give me a lemonade, a soda pop, I mean. How good is the soda pop? Soda pop. 60. That's good. I'll buy a few. I have one. So let's do 2. Let's do 3. Oh my god. It takes so long. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8, 9, 10. Oh my god. This is definitely not a go-to Linkin Park song if I were to think of them. Is it Linkin Park that has that song that's like, in the end, it doesn't even matter? Is it them? Okay, yeah, that's definitely Linkin Park that I go back to. Is the music good? Like loud or quiet, I guess? Let me know. Cuz I can always turn it up a little bit or down a little bit depending on what y'all say. Good level? Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. By the way, speaking of emotes, I was just talking about the Space Channel 5 one. Is there any emote that y'all think would be good and would match kind of like oh no, they were here together having a precious time. Oh cute. A Dustox and a Beauty Fly. How cute. Damn, I have no good Pokemon against them. Great. Oh, I think I maybe that Donald one would be cute. The Wink one that I have on Discord, because I forgot to make it. I don't know. I guess I didn't save it on my PC because I uploaded it on Discord, but I never uploaded it on Twitch. So I don't know what's up with that. Um, but yeah. Sadly, I'm probably gonna have to go out of my way to get that one. Oh shit, not the Mega Drain. At least you could have done that on flop. Not that that I would want you to do so. Scary. If you could have some Kingdom Hearts ones, like the Donald one. Oh, Goofy would be cute. Revenge, an attack that gains power if injured by the foe. Girl. I mean, it's a good attack either way. I think I'm gonna get rid of low kick. Okay, Pink. I don't know if I know this song. Oh, I know this one. Okay, I know this part. I loved that song from Pink that was like You in Your Hand. I loved that one. That one I was obsessed with. That music video was so good because it's one of those music videos where like she would have like different looks throughout. Like she would have like a blonde, um, she had a scene where she was a blonde. She had a red wig. She had like all these different wigs. It was so fierce. And it was like that was probably the closest I had to like an emo-y type of like song that I was into, you know? And I had no idea what the song was about. But I loved it. Hello. Are you properly protected against the sun? Oh, that's wear sunscreen, everyone. I don't think I've seen a screenshot from Goofy that would be fun for I didn't mute. Great. I don't know if I have a particular Goofy screenshot in mind, but definitely that Donald winking one I want on Twitch. I think I have enough slots to do that. I think so. Oftentimes I think about our stream and I feel like maybe it's different for me because I'm like in it. But oftentimes I don't, I'm like, do I have like inside jokes? Like, do I have like community inside jokes of like in references that are like, yeah, that should be an emo or that should be a, you know, merch or that should be whatever. Like I always struggle thinking of those because I'm always like, do I have any? Do I have any? I'm not someone that I don't know. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but I don't think of myself as like, oh yeah, I have all of these different like catchphrases and things that I do and say. Yeah, that is not even me. That's kind of like me through like Terry Joe, which is also kind of like an impression of like Trisha Paytas. I have been told, and it was actually it was actually a good point of something that I was told was that with the way that my personality is, I end up kind of regurgitating people's like catchphrases and sayings rather than like almost like coming up with my own. But that's just a thing that you do whenever you have a neurodivergent potentially brain, because it's just a thing that you just latch on to certain sayings and certain things that people do and say, and you just kind of like, oh, that's cute, and you just kind of do it yourself. Um, am I still on the same? Okay, so 109 is done. We can definitely catch a Pokemon on 108 and 107, because the one that we caught in Dewford Town was technically Dewford Town and not 107. So we can try to catch we can try to catch a Pokemon on 108, 107, and I think 106. Because I think and potentially 105. Because I think 104 we did already. I think that was Meryl. But I think we can do 105, 106, 107, and 108. I do that too. Like, I end up gravitating, like, the way that people speak, their like sometimes mannerisms as well. I definitely catch on to like it's just what I do. It's just a trait, a neurodivergent potential trait that I've acquired. This is such a better way to grind because it's technically not grinding. I'm just literally trying to make it from point A to point B. But it works because I'm also, it kind of also works as grinding in a way. So it's perfect. Killing two birds with one stone. With one stone. Hello. Ew, not a guy as macho as me. Ugh. I hate that. You're villager hunting. Oh yeah, villager hunting is so boring.
I'm Deandra.
Are you? Thank you for following. Follows are anonymous on this channel to both protect the privacy of the person following and also to protect me from potential horrible usernames popping up on screen. But welcome on in. And feel free to say hi if you would like to. Are you looking for any particular villager or are you hunting until you find one that's like cute? Because I've always, every time I've villager hunted, I've always liked the element of surprise, like I would go into it being like, I don't know, like I wouldn't get the first one that I find because I have standards, but I would look until I found like one that I liked rather than like looking for a specific one because I thought that would be like so annoying. I thought that would be so annoying to do. I would probably hate it a lot. Until you find one that fits your island and your preference. That's good. I think that's a good way to go about it. Because I think if you look for a specific one, it's so difficult to do it and not hate everything about it. Oh, come on, sugar baby. Not evolving, leveling up. If you don't find any by the end of the stream, you'll probably just Treasure Island 1. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. I try to do stuff like that too. Whenever it's like grinding, whenever it's like a particular thing, I'm like, okay, I'll do it while the stream is going, or until they BRB or something like that. That's how I like to go about it. Because it's so difficult to do repetitive tasks or tasks that are like that you would consider to be like boring or annoying or whatever. So, yeah. I feel like a time limit is always a good thing. Whenever you force yourself to like do something or whenever you need to do something that's like boring, I think having a time frame to do it is always good because then it's like you do it within that time frame, and then if it's a task that you don't necessarily have to get done that day or it's just something that you're working towards, it's a good thing to be like, okay, I did that, or at least I got something done out of what I needed to get done, We're gonna do a little bit of a Gopis Girl Brachiana. So if you need to go to the bathroom, if you need to grab a snack or grab a drink. We're just gonna finish this. An ad is about to play at any point, so if you get an ad, take that as a cue to BRB, because I'm gonna do that as soon as I'm out of this battle as well. So yeah. There you go. We did it. All right. BRB, y'all. Go piss, girl. Go stretch, girl. Go do whatever you got to do. And I'll meet back with y'all in a few. So here we are. We're not gonna catch them all, because we can't, because it's a Nuzlocke. But we're gonna catch a few, hopefully. Okay, 108, y'all. Okay, this is gonna be a trainer battle, but 108, time to get another Pokemon, hopefully. Hopefully we won't kill another Tentacool. I wouldn't hate getting a Tentacool. Ooh, I definitely need to heal. Definitely need to heal Flop. Sugar Baby had a lot of HP. Surprisingly. I was actually very surprised. It already has more HP than... I think it already has more HP than... Yeah, than Flop. So, Sugar Baby is probably going to be... kind of tanky. I was not expecting that. But yeah, I hope they all are enjoying this stream. It's a little different. I probably would have done this, but I wanted to try something. I wouldn't have done this traditionally on a stream of mine, because I usually try to save this like type of like grindy thing to like a more like of a behind the scenes type of thing. But it's been nice to do it. Okay, Wingull is a repetition. So we have another chance. We have until we find something new. I'm pretty proud of getting a Wingull, actually. I think it could potentially be a good replacement for Flop, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Like, Flop for now is good. But I'm thinking, like, the evolution of Wingull is probably better than Flop, right? So it would probably be good. No. The Wingulls are never ending. There's also that abandoned ship type of thing. If there's random encounters in there. I know I think you have to dive to do some stuff in there. So I don't think it's time for me to like go in and do all of that. I don't think I've ever heard this song before. Oh. What an interesting combination of Pokemon. I don't have a singular Pokemon that's strong against Manectric. So I hate that. Oh my god. Literally all of them are at least weak to one of them. Flop is literally weak against both of them. Well, not both of them. Technically only weak against Manectric. I hate this. I hate this predicament that I'm in right now. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try one of them that's strong against one and one that's resistant against the other. And I'm trying to get the correspondent ones out as soon as I can. Yeah, you need to... Manectric is the one that... No, Wingull is actually also very dangerous. Oh, great. Oh, at least... Okay, at least Manectric is flinched. That's good. Okay, perfect. That's actually the perfect outcome for that particular scenario. Okay. So we could do Bite again. And I want to try to get Manectric out of here. That was too close. That was too close for comfort. I hated that. I hated that with all my heart. That scared me a lot. Okay. A Swallow I can deal with. A Swallow I can deal with. That Manectric was demonic. That was demonic. I hated that. No, I need to do that. Let me do that. Oh, this battle is scary a little bit. Didn't suffer this much with like a... No, I did suffer a lot more in the previous gym specifically. I did in fact suffer a lot. Okay, I'm gonna make a risky move here. I'm gonna put Sugar Baby on just so I can heal Flop. And then I'll put Flop in. Because I'm assuming neither of them are gonna be that bad to deal with for Sugar Baby. Okay, Miss Ashley Simpson. Don't think I've heard this one before. You like that one, P Diddle? It is nice. It is. It definitely sounds of its time, and that's not a bad. That's not a read. That's not a bad thing. Is it really? I'm glad you. I'm glad you like it. A lot of it I'm unfamiliar. Not a lot. Some of it I'm unfamiliar with. Um. Oh God. Not this again. Oh, thank God. Not the second Manectric. Oh, I'm not familiar with that. Chabwick. He's a penguin. I do love a penguin. I do live for a penguin. My God. Do I need to heal anyone? I'll heal Flop and Ironcock. This area is a bit scary. Okay, we have a second level 31. Damn. Okay. Damn. I'm surprised. A level 31 Tentacool. Please don't kill me. Whatever you do, please don't kill me. This one shouldn't die with one tackle. So at least we have that going on for us. Hopefully it won't die with 2 tackles. Okay. Okay. We should get a new Tentacool, y'all. Tentacool, Tentacool. Second try. Yeah. We got a Tentacool. Its body is almost entirely composed of water. It ensnares its foe with its 2 long tentacles, then stabs with the poison stingers. Okay, we're calling this one hentai, and y'all know exactly the reason. Okay. We don't need to get deep into this one. Y'all know exactly why this is the way that it is. So Miss Hentai can go to the books. We all know why, okay? Oh, a horsey. I would love a horsey. I'm so happy that we're getting some good reserves, you know? We're finally filling out our reserves box again. In case something horribly horrible happens again, we can have some reserves to fall back on, which I love. I would like to catch something different, and hopefully it could be good for us to get a lower encounter rate type of moment. If we can catch a different one by surfing in the next couple routes. If we don't find any, that's also fine, because then we can always try diving maybe in those particular areas. I don't know if that's a thing that you can do. I think you can only dive in very specific areas. Is this an area that I want to get into? If this doesn't count as 108, we could potentially catch another Pokemon in here. No, this is technically called Abandoned Ship. But I think you need dive to do some stuff in here. So I don't think I want to mess with it. I don't want to mess with the Abandoned Ship yet. Okay, so 108, we already caught one. Oh, another Black Eyed Peas. I do know this one. La la la. Okay, this one was definitely on my Shake My Tits To playlist. This one is definitely the moment. Like Passion would say, Fergie bless. Yeah. 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 That lyric, I don't know about that one. Oh, 2004. What a time. No comment. No comment on that one. Okay, Missy. No. A little ad lib. No. The way I would shake my tits to this without having no idea what they were saying. Oh my god. Oh, that's a big mama. I think Pelipper is good because it also learns like ice moves or something like that. If I'm thinking about it correctly. Well, Mist is ice move, so. Okay, with a protect, can you not? Not this. We're going pretty far out of the way. But at the same time, we do have a couple options of getting to places that we could go to. we're just kind of on our Pokemon catching excursion, I suppose. Okay, 107. We can catch another one here. Oh, a Staryu. Oh, I love Staryu. Oh, I would live. This is very Misty vibes, huh? Staryu and Goldeen. Misty, is that you? Misty was the moment. Okay, let's tackle. And let's say Swift. See how that works out for me. Okay, that was good. Ooh. Okay. Thankfully, we're pretty tanky with these two. Okay, I think we're good. Sugar Baby level 24. We love to see it. I think Sugar Baby is still our weakest. Although it should be around the same level as some of my weaker ones too. Yeah, okay, same level as Hole for Pole. Yawn. Oh, no, I must have drifted to sleep. Not this. There was a girlie here that got rescued after being kind of like lost at sea while she was like doing paddle or whatever. So she ended up being like lost at sea for like 40 hours. They found her after 40 hours, and I think she look at me knowing the news, knowing what's going on in the world. But I think she's recovering nicely or something. She's supposed to get discharged from the hospital today or something like that. Isn't that wild though? Like she was like a 16-year-old that was like doing paddle or whatever, like surfing, something like that. And she was literally floating on top of her like board or whatever for like 40 hours. That must have been so terrifying. The way I would literally never. I feel like nowadays I don't even. No, I'll like I wouldn't go. First of all, I can't swim, but I wouldn't even like. I don't know. I would get my feet wet, my foot wet, feet. I would get my feet wet in the water, but I wouldn't dare go like in, you know? Maybe if it was like really, really shallow, but even then, the ocean is just scary. It also didn't help that I got around around 2004. It may have been 2003 or 2004, or maybe sometime in my elementary school journey. It was no, it was probably earlier. It was probably 2001, 2002. We went to the beach. We had a summer beach thing, because that after school thing, they also did the summer, so that the parents, you know, who were still at work had, you know, their kids had some place to stay like during the day, and to like do activities and like play board games with each other and all that stuff. And they had like during like, beach season, I guess we would have like we went, I feel like I went like maybe once or twice. And one of the times that I went, you know how boys, especially the older ones, like fourth graders and stuff, they would have these like things where they would like play drown you. Like it wasn't like drowning you, but it's you were basically getting like waterboarded. Like they would basically like you were in the water and they would like put your head in the water and then you would come out and they would kind of do it again, kind of thing. So I got traumatized by that. I told my parents, and my dad was like, they're not going to the beach again. Like they're not going to the beach again. Because I also think this was one of those things where like I would tell my parents, and instead of them like talking to like at the end of the day kind of thing, or like calmly like, no, my dad would get all upset and he would go in, and then I would get confronted in front of the people who supposedly who like, wronged me. And I would be afraid because I would be like, okay, my dad's going to work. I'm going to have to deal with them all day. So I'm going to say like, no, like I was scared. Like I was like, I guess I didn't. My thing was always like, I would answer what I thought the people wanted to hear. And at that moment I was like, what is the correct answer here? Like, instead of going with what actually happened and saying and telling the truth, I would go with like, well, my dad is going to work and they're going to be here all day and I'm probably going to have to deal with them all summer. So I'm just going to say they didn't do it. But then I'm like a liar, right? So it's like it didn't, and then I still told. So like basically no party was happy with me. So that's great. I'm glad I was taught what to do instead of just being labeled a liar, like why, whatever. So that's fine, childhood trauma, that's fine. It's totally fine. Oh my god. I can't wait for my new t-shirts to be dry. We don't have a dryer, so we just air dry them. And I cannot wait because my room gets so warm during this time of the year when I stream, because I close my door, and so I'm just basically, for several hours in my room when I stream with the doors closed for the purpose of audio and just, personal comfort levels. Thinking the fan might have to come out. So we love childhood memories. Always been a people pleaser, clearly. But yeah, my room is very warm. I should probably look into maybe like a portable AC moment. The ones that you just put ice in it or something. I think it would be worth looking into that. Maybe putting it on Throne or something like that. Just so streams will be a little bit more bearable in the heights of summer. I remember last year I had to actually not stream because it was so warm. Like, even if I were to do like no cam stream, even that I was like, I need airflow. I need to wear as little clothing as possible, and I need to have a fan pointing at me exactly all day. So maybe like portable AC would be the move, Because those are usually aimed for like a small room type of vibe. So maybe it would be a good idea. I am already in a new area, right? So I can catch another Pokemon. I'm super unaware of this song, by the way. I'm trying to do a little commentary on the music playing, but this one I don't think I've ever heard before. It's always different what ends up being more popular in Europe, for example, versus what was more popular in the US. Does the Pokénav tell me no, it doesn't tell me. I wish it told me like the Pokemon that I caught, like if I caught a Pokemon in that area or whatever. Oh, a little more Beyonce. Say Beyonce. Have y'all seen that? It's this like Destiny's Child. They're doing, I guess, their promotional stuff at shows, like TV shows, and they're performing Say My Name. And Beyonce would fully just be like, say Beyonce, and like completely disregard the others. This one is nice. Let's vibe with this one. I didn't get into this song until like I definitely didn't get into this song at the time, if I'm remembering properly. If I did, I don't know if I exactly it clicked necessarily that it was Beyonce. I don't know. I think Naughty Girl was my Beyonce 2004 moment. I don't know if I've listened to the Dangerously in Love album fully. That could be something for us to do in another Streamiana. Okay, Sugar Baby moving up in life. Oh, yes. I can finally heal. Let's check in on our new friends as well, since we're here. I don't know if I want to replace anyone on the team right now. I definitely want to replace... I think Hole for Pole is the next one to get replaced, because we already have a flying... Well, it's supposedly a bug type, but it's more... It's honestly it's our weakest link, and I don't think it's going to get that much stronger, because it's... The way that I look at it is kind of like a lower tier Pokemon. But at the same time, right now, I only have like other water types. So it wouldn't make much sense for me to get any of these. I could potentially get Gluck to anti water and poison. I always thought it was like psychic for some reason. I do think Hentai could be a good replacement for any of ours right now in case something happens. I think Gluck could be a good replacement for Flop. Because I think Gluck has potential to outdo Flop. But right now I'm not going to go through the work of leveling it up. You know what I mean? It's like if Flop flops, I guess we will. Or, you know, if I find myself off stream, you know, bored or wanting or grinding, I can catch everyone up to whatever level my main team is at. But right now I'm gonna keep it the way it is. Is this still considered 107? No, it's 106. Okay, I want to catch one in 107. I also should save because we made it here. So in case we lose progress, we won't lose too much. Okay, yeah, let me try to catch something new at this 107. Let me actually check. I need to check Bulbapedia. Is that what it's called? Is it? It's 107 emeralds. Because I want to see Gen 3. Okay. So for 107, I can't catch any new Pokemon. Unless I have a good or a super rod. And then I'll be able to catch a Whalmer. How do I get a good rod? In Emerald. 118. Where's that? Have I fully missed it? I don't think I've been there yet. Okay, so we can't catch anything here. What about one? What about 106? Okay, 106 is the same thing. So I don't know if it's worth it. I mean, there is the Granite Cave. We could... Wait, no. Have we been to the Granite Cave? Have I been to the Granite Cave? I think I have. This is nice, by the way. This is I never got into No Doubt. I know some of their songs because of Glee. But yeah. Okay, so it's not worth us doing this. Is this Granite Cave? Oh, okay, work. We've already caught a Pokemon here. So I don't think it's worth for us to go back that way then. Okay, 118 we haven't been to yet. So, okay, here's what we can do. No worries, P-Diddle. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Here's every time you leave, I'm like, wait, what time is it for me? Okay, it's already been it's already been 3 hours. So I might end the stream soon-ish as well. Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate you being here. Um, yeah, there's a couple things that I may want to do before I end. Y'all can't really see what I'm pointing at. I'm pretty sure I can't catch anything good at Route 105 either. So let me look into that. Yeah, I need a good or a super rod in order to catch a whalemer, because I can't catch anything better by surfing. Um so I do want to get to the new Mauville area thing, because I think that might be good experience for us, but at the same time it could be kind of scary. um because if it's like a thunderous area, I don't love it. We could catch a thunderous Pokemon there. We could catch a Magnemite or a Voltorb. The problem is that we don't necessarily have a Pokemon that's strong against them. Like, we could deal, but also Voltorbs are scary because they have what is the reason for us to go in here? Actually, we can get a Thunderstone. But is there a reason that we want to go in there? Oh. So it's very much optional that I do this, is what I'm seeing. So what I'm thinking I could do is I could potentially go to the entrance, get a Magnemite or a Voltorb, and then leave. That's what I'm kind of thinking of doing. That's kind of what I'm thinking of doing. Okay, I think I'm gonna surf to Petalburg, fight whatever trainers are on the way there. So that I get the experience, and then I'll go this way, and then I'll be around Mauville. I've already caught a Pokemon in Route 103, or I missed the chance to catch one or whatever, so there's no point in me doing that. But, oh, Brinty. But I think I'll do the new Mauville area thing, just to get a thunderous Pokemon, because I think that would be good, because I don't have any. So that would be a good replacement for Hole for Pole. So let me do that. Okay, it's gonna be a little bit of a long journey to get there. I fall without my wings. I feel so small. Oh shit. It's this way? Every time I see you in my dreams, I see your face. You're haunting me. This song was definitely part of the list of songs that I would enjoy personally. I still to this day. It's definitely not one that you put on, you know, out of nowhere, right? I don't even know if my thing nowadays is that I don't really add slower songs to my like libraries because I like to shuffle everything. And I always end up skipping the slower ballady type of moments, but they're also good. So it's like maybe I should maybe have like maybe I should do the normal person thing and just like add things to playlists rather than shuffling my entire libraries. Yeah, I'm gonna have to remember to go back here once I have the good rod, because then I can get a Whalmer. I have a chance of getting a Whalmer, which would be V good, in my humble opinion. Also, I just thought about it. I may not be able to replace... Oh, I hate that. I may not be able to replace... Delibird. No, it's not Delibird. I forget the name. Gluck Gluck. I may not be able to put it on my team to replace Flop because it might not be able to dive. I don't know if Flop can dive, but I am very certain that Gluck Gluck can't either. Also, this was very risky. I don't know why I risked it, but it was worth it, I guess. We made it out of that one, but that was very risky. I don't know what I was thinking. That was not fun. It was not fun to watch or to experience, I guess. I'm not sure what I'm gonna be doing for my next stream. This one just kind of happened where today I was like, yeah, let's do that. Like I got the idea to do like the 2004 time capsule vibe with this playlist because the game came out in 2004. I think it could be fun for other streams to maybe I could even put like a 2000s playlist rather than just like specifically a 2004 moment. Maybe that could be a thing that I do. I'm just trying different things. I'm just trying to make these streams a little bit different. Like it's different if I have like a gym that we're gonna do or anything like that, but these parts where like, you know, I'm just kind of playing the game, like doing like, you know, grinding or something that would be not that interesting for me to comment, to commentate or to comment over, I guess. It's nice to have the music to kind of bounce off of and be like, okay, let's listen to some tunes, some that I haven't listened to, some that will probably trigger memories from different points of my life. I would love it if you landed an attack. That would be so cool. That would be so hot. That would be so hot. That would be so good. Yeah, I might end soon the stream. I might do some of this stuff off stream, like the what I was talking about. We can always do it. I am gonna save here because I'm getting pretty hungry, and it is very warm in my room right now. So instead of just taking a little BRB, I think I'm just gonna wrap things up and start heading off, and then I'll have dinner right after stream. So it would line up perfectly. Let me save again just to make sure I did it. I'll decide if I'll do this again soon, or if we'll try something else, or if I'll end up doing this on my own. We shall see.